Good afternoon once again. Should have just gotten comfortable last time. Kind of had a feeling I couldn't make up my mind what was going on with that one particular thunderstorm we were watching. So we're going to talk about that one more time. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning out, and it is encompassing Archie and Adrian, Passaic, all down 49 here. So this is going to pick up Butler. This is going to go out to the Pleasant Gap neighborhood. It's going to pick up Peru and all the way down to Rich Hill. In fact, south of Rich Hill, just north of the Panama Junction there. So just north of TT, that picks up Harmony Mission out towards Sprague, New Home, and Foster as well. So severe thunderstorm warning issued. Let's go ahead and read this 5 minutes ago for maximum hail size up to 3/4 of an inch and wind gusts. So I was looking for that there for 60 up to 60 mile per hour winds. So that is going to be this area here with this same cell, same cluster anyway, taking on now something of a linear orientation and bowing out here just a little bit over Laceyville right now. So Laceyville, that is. Let me move some things around. I'm looking at Northwest 13002 Road, and here is 18 Highway. That's where the heaviest of the activity is right now. So this is going to push off toward Crescent Hill territory, right? Here's where 18 runs into Adrian. So heads up for that area especially. You can probably see that headed your direction right now. So this is going to pick up Butler and Passaic as well. So let's go ahead and look at winds. I do see strong winds. Look at this. Where are we looking at here? Strong wind gusts up to 57 miles per hour coming back to me on radar. So that is some significant wind gusts. That is what triggered this warning, I'm sure. And so strong winds right now. I'm picking up around 57 miles per hour, same area. So this is just off to the south east of Laceyville. Here's 1102 Road, and here is 6001 Road northwest. So this is just now passing over 18 Highway that I see strong winds on up here to northwest 13,002. Northwest 7501 between these two areas right now. 57 mile per hour wind gusts coming at you there. So heads up over here to the neighborhood of 11,002 Road. Here is FF Highway. Here is Northwest 9002, Northwest 5001. So yeah, so this is all due west of Adrian right now that I'm seeing those particularly strong wind gusts up to 57 miles per hour. So yeah, so that's got a punch right now out there. So that's what's happening there. This is headed off still to the south and the east. Let's go ahead and look at storm motion for just a second. Yeah, triggering that warning, I'm sure. Let's put velocities up and see what happened there. Yeah. So right before that warning was issued, look at those velocities picking up just to the north and the west of 18 Highway there. So I bet it was windy over Drexel, but that's where things started to pick up was once it went over Drexel, looks like at this moment anyway. So that is the only warned area that we have right now, but I am looking along this entire line. Look down towards Pleasanton, Mound City, where you're in the thick of it right now, but it heads up to Prescott and Hume, and not seeing so much for wind in your area, not at all. Maybe starting to pick up just a little bit here out to the west of Prescott along East 300th Road there for another strong line about to move through. So strong over Blue Mound right now to the north of West 400th Road. So this is going to pick up this area here, Prescott, Mapleton, out along Kansas 65, going to come over here into Missouri, Richards, Metz, up towards Hume as well. So heads up to you guys in this area for a strong thunderstorm and possibly maybe some 50 mile per hour winds, although we're seeing those at the moment, just missing you guys to the north. So on the back end over here, we do still have the special weather statement for the next 15 minutes talking about those possibly 50 mile per hour winds as well over here. And looks like now we're picking up Garnett over towards Bush City along Texas Road, 1400 Road here. So there's some landmarks in that area that you still do have a special weather statement. So let's just kind of watch this for 1 second here, see what this particular system looks like it's going to do. It is strong. Let's look at hail actually. What am I seeing pop up right now between Archie and Adrian? So yeah, possibly some small hail as well. I don't think we'll be up to that 3/4 inch. indicated in the bulletin, but I do see that potential right now. Same area that I was just talking about. This would be the Burdett area, just south of Double A Highway here, and just to the north of Laceyville at 18 Highway. So, um, do we have another warning in the works? We do. So we have a new severe thunderstorm warning, and this is going to be the area that I just covered. So why is that? Possibly velocities? Let's take a look here. Severe thunderstorm warning. This one, this polygon is going to pick up Meridazine. This is going to go up to Trading Post, right? So this one just picks up alongside the other one. So we're going to pick up Meridazine, Warland, Rucker, Foster, down towards New Home, Sprague, Prescott, and Hume, because look at this starting to intensify now. Still can't really try and go up a bit, up in the still not picking up those impressive velocities. Maybe getting started out here northwest of Kelly Road. So I'm seeing Irwin Lane. You guys are starting to get my attention for some wind gusts. So heads up along 31 Highway here and Lee Road, possibly. If winds start to develop, strong damaging winds, I would say it's possibly in that area there. So yeah, on the backside, look at that. So where is this? This is Montgomery here and Lee Road and West 350th, where I do wonder about a little bit of hail in your neighborhood as well. Yeah, strong hail popping up. Look at this. In fact, let's go ahead and play that. Boom. That came up fast. So yeah, hail right now north of West 350, between 350 and 450th Road here. Here's Montgomery. So heads up to 300th Road. This is Manti. Here is Neal Road and Payne Road. So I do see a strong hail core just off to your north and west if you are in this area. So wow. A lot going on all of a sudden. Still think this helps out for tonight, but not out of the question at all that we are going to see this severe thunderstorm evolution this afternoon. So looks like we have, an hour or so to push through, and we'll just hang tight and see what's going on in all of your necks of the woods. Drop me a comment. Let me know what's going on where you are. And I do want to take a look here north of Adrian for just a second. Let's go ahead and see. So not the hail that we're seeing down south, but again, yeah, we're going to watch that for hail coming into the Crescent Hill neighborhood here in the next little bit. Storms heading off to the south and the east. So we'll go up to the north, and this warning area picks up just to the north of Austin. But out behind this, if you are in Freeman and just about diagonal back to the west as we go south, Merwin is just about finished with this. So is the Lacine Lake. So you guys are just about done with what you're going to get for this afternoon. So out here in front, I think we are now looking for Passaic next. Heads up to Passaic. You have strong winds between Passaic and Laceyville right now. Let's see what we are clocking right now. All over the page. 51, 48, 50. These are radar returns. So rough estimate, right? But yeah, strong winds between Passaic and Laceyville right now. Looks like they might just miss Adrian to the south. So heads up to Passaic and Butler. Gonna head straight over. Looks to me like it's just gonna do this over Butler. And head down here to the 52 East area out towards Pleasant Gap. So heads up for all of this area from Passaic down here to Pleasant Gap for this warning, which we'll have to watch and see. I don't see too much weakening right now. Do you? Let's take a look. Maybe just a little there between Adrian and Archie. maybe just a little, but these are going to be robust as they head over 49. That is for sure. So heads up. They have picked up in speed, right? I don't know how fast we're going right now, but these are moving along. So if you are between Rich Hill and Archie right now, you don't have long to wait, and it'll be over pretty quick. But strong, possibly damaging storms with some 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts and some small hail is what I'm picking up so far. That's the bottom line. So let's go back down here towards Mound City. So Mound City, you are in the thick of it right now. Heaviest activities out here along West 750th Road, just north of West 600th Road. Headed towards Prescott, right on your doorstep over at Prescott, just about to hit 300th Road there. And again, storm motion is going to make me say heads up over here towards Stotesbury and Metz. We'll have to see what this does, probably in terms of velocity, wind speeds, to see what this picks up. But I am seeing some wind gusts, not like we are up to the north and out along to the west of Manti right now. So again, not quite as severe as what we're seeing up to the north, but a strong storm headed your direction as well. So definitely want to give a heads up on the Missouri side over here: Hume, New Home, Rich Hill, and out towards Four Rivers. Looks like you are in the path of whatever is left by the time that it comes through your area, right? So nothing new issued in the last few minutes, right? Just make sure I have all your warnings up here. Yeah, nothing new at the moment. So we're still talking about on the Missouri side. We're going to be talking about south of Austin. So heads up all the way out here towards Dayton, Settles Ford. That's Aaron, Ballard community for sure. Out here towards Spruce, down toward Pleasant Gap. So that's the area that we're talking about next. So flood advisory in the works here. No surprise there. Yeah. So if you are behind all this, I'm curious if you are behind all this. So that's Freeman and South. Anybody that has a clue on rain gauges yet? Drop me your comments as soon as you can. Tell me what you got. I would appreciate that. That's going to be all over the page today. Very interesting storm evolution, putting down serious moisture this afternoon. So strongest storm right now I'm seeing just to the west of Archie. Let's go ahead and take a look at hail. Maybe some small hail anywhere from Passaic out here to the west of Adrian, clear up south of the Lone Tree neighborhood. So you may just get a little bit of hail, but it looks like at the moment that's going to be small and that's going to move over you pretty quick. So just getting ready just off to the west of Archie. So good afternoon to you folks along South Butcher Road, batten down the hatches for just a few minutes. Let's look at velocities here. Still seeing that strongest area of wind gusts out here along FF Highway, Northwest 1002 Road, Northwest 9002, Northwest 5001. You guys are in some strong wind gusts right now and headed directly for Passaic, I would say. If that has not backed off, let's take a look and see what that's done in the last couple scans. It has dropped down a little bit since it came over 18 Highway there in Bates County, so that's good news, but you still have some strong wind gusts to put up with in Passaic and Butler for sure. So we'll go down here to the very edge of the warned area. I just see a strong thunderstorm out to the north of Rich Hill, and wind not all impressive there. You will have some gusty winds, but I don't think we need to talk about damaging stuff in your neighborhood right now. Let's go out here and see what happens with this warned area that's active for the next 35 minutes along the southern edge, right? So we're talking at Prescott. This is just about to enter your neighborhood. Still a heads up to Hume. So wondering if we will see something extended maybe down toward this area here. So we will have to look. That's hard to say. Winds haven't developed quite like they have up to the north, right? But still a strong thunderstorm in this neighborhood as well. Afternoon, Maddie. Thanks for jumping on. Power is out between J and Passaic out on F Highway, where I was just highlighting there. Yep. Well, we saw some strong wind gusts. I think I picked up a 57 mile per hour wind gust on a radar return, so can't be for sure. Could have been 60 plus. Could have been up to 70, right, in this particular storm evolution. So, um, seeing some good signs. These look to be taking an outflow pattern now, an outflow dominant nature as we go up and down I-49 there. Just now seeing it uh, pop that direction. So that's a good sign. I'm going to give it another scan or two and see what we have for velocities, expecting them to be ever so slightly weaker, just like we saw a few minutes ago. In the meantime, yeah, so just a little bit of weakening, still stout over Archie. So heads up out here, Austin, T Highway, B Highway, out toward the Dayton community. Here is, I'm going to follow E Highway south. That's going to take me to Colville, out towards Altona. And Ballard. So, not quite to your territory yet, but will be. Things do look to be, let's see if we can take a look, weakening just slightly. Strong winds, absolutely. Power out along F, which is up that direction, but down FF, looking like strong wind gusts, damaging already possibly did something to the power situation. So heads up, Butler Municipal Airport again, right in the path of these strong winds as well. Just off to the northwest of Butler, so this will get your attention, Butler folks. The strongest of the stuff is north. So if you're leaving Butler, headed up 49 in the next 10 minutes, give it 10 minutes. Give it 10, maybe 15 minutes, and things should be just rainy back behind that, but the big stuff will be out of your way. So, what is straggling along the south end of this is just now crossing over 59, and this is going to push off to the south and the east as it comes through Butler in just a second. Might already be starting there. That was a scan ago. So just to know that. Let's look at the hail situation. I mean, we weren't really talking about hail, or I wasn't, but we have had a hail core significantly hold together here. And where is this going to go? This is going to clip Prescott, probably a little bit south of Prescott. Look at this significant hail. So at least you don't have the worst of the winds out of this system, but you do have hail. Heads up to Fulton, I think will be the area for this to head toward next. This is not moving too fast at all, but definitely a hail core active there, just south of Mound City. Here's 300th Road. Here's 52 coming into Mound City. Seeing stronger and stronger outflows. That's what I'm thinking to myself as things pass over Adrian now out toward Colville and Altona. These things should be weakening. Still gonna be plenty to talk about, but yeah, we're headed the right direction. So what will happen? I don't know if this particular warning gets extended or not. It's got a ways to go. Let's see what happens as this gets right out to the warned area. I am a little bit more interested, maybe down here to the south, maybe because of the hail. So what were we talking about? Yeah, up to 3/4 inch hail. So they may keep an eye on that and keep. If that continues, I don't think there's probably been much change to hail out to the west of Prescott. So, yeah, if anything, I don't know. This one might get kicked down toward this direction. So, we'll have to watch that for the next few minutes. Try and loop the radar here a few more times, see what our general trend is. I like what I'm seeing up north. It's this area down here to the south. Look at all that flattening going on as it heads just significantly north of Fort Scott, about to come into. It's gonna get Nevada with what's left of that. That is a strong flat thunderstorm. So hey Ashley, thanks for checking in. Starting to rain in Hume. Yeah, just now. But let me tell you, on the other side of state line, it is going to pick up quick. So you are going to have, yeah, Hume has heavy downpours, torrential downpours headed your way. So I'm going to say from Hume down here to Amos, over towards Prescott. Yeah, that's the bullseye for this particular storm. So good afternoon to you folks. Hold on to everything you got for a minute. Let's look at wind and see. Just haven't seen it. Maybe not cropping up. I don't know. What are your winds like down there, Ashley? Let me know that as things come through. So maybe just not seeing it with that diagonal radar direction there. We can really only get two directions, and that's not one of them. So here we go. What do we have? That is the same. Do we have an update on this severe thunderstorm warning? Just extended, I think, is what's going on here. So this is going to go through 2:15. It's 1:47 p.m. right now. So just extending that warning. I say that is justified. That is a strong storm down there for you all. So there is enough weakening in this to the north, but it's going to come down to those velocities, I think, which I do see tapering off less and less. So we're down possibly into some 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. And where are those right now? They are just to the east of Virginia here. So here's 52 highway. Here's where 52 comes into Butler. So significant winds right now. I'm seeing here's Hazel's Road out to the east of Hammer Road. These are your strongest wind gusts. So we're going to give, man, the things I get to say. Heads up to Whoopee Road, Northwest 3502, and 52 highway at the K Junction. So heads up if you are in this area. We can extend that down to Ketron Road and Rice Road as well. And this all off to the west of Butler. Air is still right now in Hume. Okay. So our radar returns are pretty accurate. Not so worried about winds down there for you guys. Maybe a little bit of small hail and torrential downpours. I think I've said that 75 times today. I don't know. Probably somebody counts. I'll get an email. Things still hanging out just to the north of Rich Hill. Yeah, Butler has just had something of a thunderstorm on the south side, but heaviest activity right now is over Passaic, just about to be done at Passaic. So this is going to move out here south of D Highway. So this is going to pick up County Road 3003 is about to be the locus for the heaviest activity next. I would say right over that spot. So heaviest activity just missing the airport to the north. It's 77 times. A, you're wrong, and B, I knew it would be you. So I do still see heavy activity. Haven't come up here and talked to east of Archie yet along B Highway, south of Austin. So I do see a strong thunderstorm right now over Northeast 1253 Road. And so this looks like it's going to stay. Here is E Highway. Here is B highway. So I think this is going to push off this direction here, and that's going to make me say northeast 15504 runs right here. I'd say you guys are going to be in the thick of that any given minute here. Here is KK highway north of northeast 14004. So we are big broad way of speaking. We are off to the west of Settlesford Conservation Area, headed out toward the Aaron, and Ballard communities, just about to hit Altona, if this is your neighborhood. So, Adrian, you're kind of between storms at the moment. I see one more good round. Probably going to miss you to the south, but yeah. So this is just finishing up along FF and Northwest 2001 Road, Northwest 9002 Road. So I think that this round is going to pick up Passaic again as well. Not looking as bad as the last one. I'd say here's our target area next. And so roads I see are Northeast 8004, Northeast 7754, just to the north of D Highway. Right here is the 49 hookup with D Highway there. So that's your neighborhood of strong activity right now. Just to the east of the airport, out here at 5004 behind the airport. Another, I wonder if there's any hail in that. It could be just some small hail there. They don't need any more storm damage at the airport. I know that. Not seeing velocity light things up quite so bad. What are we down to now? Possibly 36, 33, 38 on up to 40. And I'm looking along, this is K Highway here, Ketron Road, same area we were talking about just a second ago. So this part taking its sweet time, still seeing significant wind gusts in this area, but overall things are weakening. So, not talking about anything other than a little bit of small hail and some possibly strong damaging wind gusts. Just going through all the data to make sure that nothing unforeseen is getting started, especially this being, it's still early afternoon, so we're not into our peak heating yet. But one thing is for sure that I've been saying, however many times I have been live today, the more that we get now, I think the less severe the storms will be tonight. So, continues to be a good sign there. Strong activity now hitting Prescott, or just about to, East 300th Road off to the west of Prescott. And yep, Prescott, you are right in the path of a strong thunderstorm. But so far, significant activity is right here on the edge. We just haven't seen those damaging wind gusts down there. It looks like we now maybe are picking up some wind out here around Fulton, but I'm not guessing that that's anywhere near the 50-mile-per-hour mark right now. So that is a good sign. Also, this warned area has not been extended. I hesitate to say that. Every time I say that, I will speak it into existence, but I don't think so. Winds not so bad down here for you guys. So maybe some small hail, but just torrential downpours moving through pretty quickly overall. So the good news is, just kind of take the wide view with me here. that we should get a very significant break, possibly until about midnight tonight, and that looks like that might be north of KC. We'll check that data here as soon as we maybe get to a little stopping point. But here's composite radar, which is going to stitch together all the radars in the area, and so yeah, so this is it for this afternoon. So haven't talked much over here, but I do see. In fact, let's come over here and let's grab Wichita radar and see what comes through southeast Kansas. So I'm over here. Yates Center has a good thunderstorm going on right now. No advisories over there. Possibly some winds, and that is a windy situation for you guys over there. And what direction is that headed? Huh. Southeast, believe it or not. Kind of hard to see there, but may drop down here toward southeast Kansas, Parsons, Pittsburgh as well. Although I think it seems a lot more likely to come over here towards Humboldt, Chanute, along 59 over towards 7, something like that is probably what is left of that piece over there. So we'll come back over here. And so, yeah, warned area not being extended presently, probably on account of those lazy winds. That's a good thing. So you guys just have rain to put up with in this area here. So no news there, and things are gusting apart. Look at all this. Look at all this breaking up out to the north and the west of Butler. So I'd say it's going to take... it's going to take a little more than that. I don't know. I don't know what the winds are doing. Hard to say. Will there be a warned area? I mean, these are dropping down significantly, so possibly not. Possibly this is what we see for warnings for this afternoon system moving through. Not sure. So, but I do like a good weakening trend that I'm seeing here moving through. Just about done with 49, right? Let's take a look at that. So if you're in Rich Hill, Butler, Passaic, 49 is getting better. If you don't mind putting up with some heavy rainfall at just a couple of places, it's going to be safe within the next few minutes to go safer to go up and down 49. But I think things are starting to. Okay, we did kick that out. So let's see. Severe thunderstorm warning for the next 1 hour, talking about up to 3/4 inch hail. This one's going to go until 2:45 p.m. for up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Still possible with this system. Yeah, so not out of the question. So here is the warned area this time. This is going to pick up Rich Hill with a severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to go down and get Pappenville, almost to Indian Springs. This is going to pick up Rockville out on the edge over towards Appleton, extending all the way out 52 towards Montrose, and now picking up the Montrose Conservation Area here out towards Delmar, and not quite making it out to Livingston. So for this line of thunderstorms moving through, which has kicked up at least some 50 mile per hour winds, it's been a little bit since I have seen those, but they certainly still could be out there. So we're still talking about the possibility for 50 to 60 mile per hour winds. And let me go ahead and populate some areas here. And if you are east of this line here, south and east has been our storm motion for this particular line. So you are under, if you are in that area, a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 45 minutes for up to some 3/4 inch hail and up to 60 mile per hour winds, to say nothing of the heavy rainfall also that you're for sure going to get in this area too. Heaviest activity right now is about to make spruce. So what do we have for winds? I still see strongest winds. Actually, that's going to take me back over here towards south and west of Butler. So I'm going to say that strong winds are now between New Home and Butler. So what are we picking up? Oops. what are we picking up for winds? Possibly some 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So um, things are dropping down, just not very fast, prompting this warning to be extended out over toward the Montrose area as well. So strongest activity. It looks like you got two patches of thunderstorms to deal with if you're in the Pleasant Gap area right now, out towards Peru. Another thunderstorm behind that. So as things are starting to break apart into not discrete thunderstorms by any means, but you're going to have on again, off again, heavy downpours. Let's go ahead and take a look at hail since that was in the bulletin as well. So hail right now would be small hail up here. Where are we at? We are northeast, of the Crescent Hill area. And I'm up here along E Highway. So here's County Road 1600, Northeast 15504, and pushing off towards possibly Northeast 14004. And there's KK Highway. So if there is hail, that is where it is at the moment. Could be some small hail also starting to show up just outside of Butler, headed out here towards UU and H. Here's County Road 3003. So should be going this general direction for possibly some small hail there as well. But this severe bulletin talking about up to 3/4 inch hail being possible in this area. Look at how fast this is moving through. So where do we need to give a heads up next? I would say Spruce, Appleton City, and Pleasant Gap. I would say that you are up next. Although this is really, really breaking apart in a way that I like, but yeah, this is gonna roar over you pretty quick. So finishing up over here west of Adrian. Thunderstorms are just finishing up in Amsterdam. You guys are all done. Don't think we'll be talking about you, and definitely not north of there. Do see storms picking up now in Garden City. You are not inside the warned area, but you do have some heavy downpours. So warned area picks up just to the south of Settles Ford, out here around Altona and Erin. Strong thunderstorms all in your neighborhood right now. So here is 52 out south and east of Butler. I think we are talking about all of this area for the next 20 or 30 minutes. Pleasant Gap, Hudson, Appleton City, Lindale, heads up to all of you folks, and the majority of that area being severe thunderstorm warned for the next 41 minutes. Going to take us just right up to about 2:40 p.m. So I think this one snuck up on me probably while the new, isn't this new? Yeah, 6 minutes ago, we do have a special weather statement. So generally, that's a good sign. Not meeting warning criteria. Wind up to 50 miles per hour for the next 25 minutes down here. Moving towards Fort Scott, Stotesbury, Richards. Yep, I think it is going to get Nevada. So we should be, storm motion should be like this. So I'll leave my arrows there. And I think we're talking about Moundville, Milo, Sheldon, Nevada for sure, Walker, Harwood, Four Rivers Conservation, Stotesbury, and Metz, all in the path of this. Possibly on out to Lamar, Newport, Milford, Jericho Springs, but you guys don't have anything warning you down there yet. So special weather statement just clipping south of Nevada out to Eldo, almost to Eldo, picking up Oak Ridge, K and AA highways out there. So Get comfortable, y'all. It's been a minute. Strong winds now look like they're hitting I-49. Less impressive every time, but still in the 40, I'm going to say 40 to 50 category for strong winds. Cornland, Athol. Here's 52. Rice Road, south of Butler. Strong winds between Butler and Rich Hill right now. Headed, you just see the radar scan headed this way. So nothing new there. Storm's really starting to rip through. I think you know it in Spruce. You're about to know it in Appleton City. Montrose looks like the bulk of the activity here might just kind of slide to the south of you guys a little bit. So maybe we better go a little further north up here and talk about Ballard. Look at this strong thunderstorm just to the north and to the west of Ballard right now. Here's BB Highway. And so this activity should generally find us in a few minutes at, here's 18 Highway. Here is double O, or double O twists and turns south of 18 there. So we're probably talking about the new Piper area, definitely the Johnstown area here in the next few minutes for this thunderstorm that is off to your northwest. So approaching the end of the warned area, we will have to see what the National Weather Service does with this. Do kind of wonder about this area here. Appleton, between Appleton and say Lowry City, over towards Osceola on 13. Do wonder what might come out there. Keeping in mind this is our general motion, so thunderstorm right now in Rich Hill. Rich Hill is inside the warned area, and things really starting to pick up now in Hume, aren't they? Amos, Stotesbury, Reinhardt, and Metz. You guys are all up next, and you are inside the special weather statement again for 50-mile-per-hour winds up to. So up and down 49. So now we're just going to have some moderately heavy rainfall finding Butler. The airport, Passaic, looks like we're starting to get into some lighter rainfall further north that we go. So everything off back this direction. I don't think we'll be talking about you guys for until possibly late tonight. I don't know if you get hit with anything late tonight either. So we'll find out. Let you guys watch the radar trend for a second. I'm going to take a look at data through the afternoon and evening, see if we have any new developments to go ahead and put up. All right, so at this moment, what we have for let's go over warned areas one more time if you're just hopping on. So we do still have a severe thunderstorm warning now picking up. Areas that I'm talking about are Spruce, Pleasant Gap, over towards Appleton City, Montrose, all being in the warmed area for clustering thunderstorms. And this is talking about the potential for up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. We have seen at least some 50-mile-per-hour winds and some possibly up to three-quarter-inch hail. I haven't seen quite as much of that variety this afternoon. So areas that I'm talking about right now, this is just about to move into Hudson. Just about to hit Pleasant Gap. We've been talking about that. This is moving off towards Lindale and Appleton City. So you guys are just about to receive a severe warned thunderstorm. So it looks like the heaviest of activity over here, if I move to the east, has all stayed down here to the south of Montrose. But strong thunderstorm moving between Peru, Spruce, headed off toward Montrose at 2:12 p.m. Heavy downpours and wind gusts continue to be likely what we are talking about. Look how strong this is. This is gusting out, but it's going to take forever as this heads off towards south of Montrose and Appleton City. So I'm going to go ahead and say that if a warning is extended, I'm looking at all of this area here. So I think we may be talking about Lowry City, Osceola, up next, if not maybe a special weather statement as things continue to drop down. So let's take a look at where winds are right now. They have developed between Rich Hill and the Athol community, right? Strong winds just about to come into Rich Hill. Let's see what we can expect there. At least some 40s. Seeing if I can find any 50s, at least on a radar return. Again, not the best way to measure that, but just gives us an idea what the possibilities are. Yeah, so yep, strongest winds are right now just about to find Rich Hill out ahead of the second line of thunderstorms that is just about to find you. It is right now out over Sprague. Strongest as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at hail. Small hail not out of the question approaching Rich Hill. Do wonder if there is a little bit of hail there just to the south of Rich Hill. Again, it would be small. But I am seeing hail over in the special weather statement area, which is now off to the west of Devon, between Devon and Berlin, where we might have that three-quarter inch or at least half-inch hail. So that is about to hit Quail Road, 165th Street. Here's Highway 7, 185th Street. All possible. That's where I see the most hail right now. Let's see what's going on with the trend. Stand corrected because we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. How new is it? This was just 7 minutes ago while I was talking about another area. So let's go over here and talk about Humboldt. So this is going to be 169 highway running up through Humboldt. You do have a strong thunderstorm over there. I do see significant winds as well, anything from 30 to 40 mile per hour winds. And these are going to head up along 169 up towards Iola. So this is warned for the next 45 minutes. That should take us right up to about 3 p.m. So this is again going to pick up. There's 54 highway coming into Iola, almost out to La Harpe. So and I think that is our newest warning, right? We'll go back through them here. Yep. So this one just about to expire, and we do have a special weather statement now picking up. This is primarily going to concern Nevada, Walker, eventually reaching off over here towards Eldo. So we do have a strong thunderstorm off to the north and the west of Montrose, and so I do want to talk about the Piper area. Here's K Highway. Here's RA. So we're talking old power plant area here, going to get a washout thunderstorm. Germantown, Montrose. Let's see storm motion right now. Yeah, still to the south and to the east. So definitely talking about Germantown, Montrose, along H and reaching down to 52 as well in the next few minutes. Strong wind gusts with that as well. I do see strong winds, possibly just went over Ballard. I might have missed that, but I do see strong wind gusts now just to the northwest of Johnstown. So again, this whole area out here, Johnstown, Germantown, Montrose. So nothing new there, but strong winds and heavy downpours. So on the other end of this, strong winds about to come into Rich Hill. We knew that. And we'll look at hail again in just a second. So that is your afternoon situation. What is happening down here in Stotesbury and Richards? You guys have a strong thunderstorm down here. Do you have hail in that? Yes, you do. So heads up for sure. Looks like this just went over the Barnesville community. So this is going to be East Earhart Road. It's probably Earhart Road. To the north and the west of Stotesbury. You guys have possibly that 3/4 inch hail. I'd say it's more between 1/4 and 1/2 inch, though, headed down here towards D Highway, towards Stotesbury. So is that the biggest hail in the region? Yeah, except for over here by Humboldt. So the rest of us, I think, are just dealing with torrential downpours at this moment. So on the other side of this warned area, I think we're just now starting to reach 13 Highway. So Clinton has a thunderstorm that has already made it through the warned area, and you will start to see heavy downpours pick up. You'll get a little bit of a break if you are over between, say, Montreux, Ladue area and Clinton. You get a little bit of a break, and then a heavier thunderstorm is off to your west. Strongest activity now, just finishing up in Johnstown, headed toward Germantown. Yes, strongest is between Southwest 500 Road and Southwest 1521 Road at this moment, but it is moving right along. Let me know what's going on as you jump on and off this afternoon, because, like I say, starting to affect less and less of us. So, new warning about to populate. Let's see where this crops up. I'm guessing it's going to be off to the east of Appleton, Montrose. Is this new to our area? Nothing showing up yet. So it could just be the renewal here that cropped out a few minutes ago. Yeah, 4 minutes ago this one renewed. So what time have they put on this now? This will expire in 24 minutes. So we're still talking about, get rid of that, the same area here. Let's go ahead and look at velocity, though. to see. So, yep, I do. I don't see anything new. I do see strong winds still between Johnstown, Piper, out south of 18 Highway. Smack in the middle of our warned area. So, I want to watch this down here too. You guys are having a strong thunderstorm between Fort Scott, Kansas, headed over toward Stotesbury on the Missouri side. And I do see strong wind gusts now. Let's take a look at what we might get. At least 40 miles per hour out around Richards. So know that. And heads up, this will be along O Highway. Here's East Lady Road. Give you a couple of landmarks. Here's O Highway toward the river bottoms area. So I do see strong wind gusts now just passing over the Richards area down here. You guys are just special weather statement warned at this time, but we'll watch this area as well. Heads up to Nevada. Again, Rich Hill, okay, finishing up, and you may get out to your west just another moderate thunderstorm. Not too bad. Strongest activity as well to the south and the west of you. Things are improving quickly north of Rich Hill, up and down 49. You just have light rain at this point. Clears up really nice north of Archie. You may get a break. I'm looking off screen, deciding what to say about data for the rest of the evening. We may be in for a change, which is not, absolutely not out of the question with everything that we have seen moving through. So I'm going to let the latest evolution of the high-res data pop in. And that might take 30 or 45 minutes. So I should have an update out here in the next hour. It's only 2:30 p.m., so doing pretty good for what we might see coming through tonight, but I expect all of this to make a significant impact. Spoiler alert, the data that I'm looking at now suggests we may see things later tonight moving more west to east instead of dropping down through Kansas City. So I'm actually looking through some of the new data off screen here. So at about midnight tonight, here is something that we may see. This is a significant change. Here's 1 a.m. Look at these thunderstorms cropping up south of Kansas City. So again, going to pick up Butler, Warsaw area. But what do we have for instability? We may have some still this evening. We'll have to wait on a couple of more forecast cycles here. But we do have now, we may have thunderstorms sagging to the south of I-70 there, and again off to the south and the east toward the I-44 corridor. While look what happens out here to the west. Let me back that up. Where more thunderstorms take a north of I-70 track toward KC. So this picking up about the 6 a.m. hour tomorrow. So that may be what we are dealing with more toward the overnight. What an interesting setup. Look at what storms ahead of the front can do. So as that front moves in, we may see not a whole lot of anything later on tonight, and we may pick up some 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m. thunderstorms tomorrow with that front. So I do know temperatures are going to be down well into the 80s tomorrow. That much is for sure. So, that difference is something that we can look forward to. But so we do have, I should point out, look at all the lightning strikes just fading in behind this, with and behind this system. This is strong, isn't it, down here? Yeah, look at all the wind going from 69 Highway down here, picking up Z Highway between Richards and Stotesbury, just about to hit O. So off to the north and the west of Nevada, possibly some 40, 50 mile per hour wind gusts out in this area right now. So that is the strongest as far as radar returns that I'm getting. So do still see some strong winds out here south of Pleasant Gap, looking just north of Prairie City. So, yeah, between Pleasant Gap and Rockville, approximately for strong wind gusts. So, heads up out here to the south and the east of Rockville. Thunderstorms just to the northwest of Montrose. I'm seeing strong activity now between New Piper all the way down to Montrose. Finishing up in the Spruce, Johnstown, Ballard. Gonna clear. Excuse me, gonna clear up nicely for you in the next few minutes. Rich Hill gonna catch just the northern brunt of this, but heads up for lightning, everybody. I can't believe all this. This is a lot of lightning strikes, and I'm seeing that now between Hume, New Home, and Foster on the backside of all this. So hang tight for a little bit. They do stop, but you have ground strike lightning looks significant right now around Hume. Dropping out of any bulletins now, Hollister Wildlife Area. You guys do still have a significant thunderstorm. This is just to the west of 69 Highway. So it looks like we're not going to special weather statement that. If it does, it's going to be more on account of this stuff here. So we probably need to talk about areas past Nevada now, Moundville, Milo, out towards Sandstone area. So I do see strong wind gusts hanging together. Let's play velocity there. Look at that. That is actually increased. Look at those pulsing upward, especially out north of Nevada. Strongest activity over Stotesbury, over Reinhardt, over D Highway. Strong thunderstorm there. Not so bad. Lessens quickly the farther north that you go. So good sign down there. Let's go back over here for a second. Goodness, look at the size of this monster. So what about hail? I'm almost afraid to look. Yeah, so you may be approaching the 1 inch hail. That seems a little high, but definitely 3/4 inch hail down here around Petrolia, and headed off towards where Humboldt actually might just maybe miss you over here to the east of Humboldt. But strong hail in this massive thunderstorm right now. That is severe thunderstorm warned for the next 30 minutes. Cautioning, yeah, for hail up to 0.88 inch. So we need to, yeah, Gas, La Harpe, Moran. This is a big thunderstorm that's stretching through this area right now over on the Kansas side. Northeast to southwest continues to be the way of it, and we just may, um, may be extending this warned area out too. I'm not for sure. But what we do have now is a new thunderstorm warning area. We absolutely are not surprised by this, are we? Coming into Nevada for sure. So let's go ahead and see what we say. Same story, up to 3/4 inch hail and winds possible up to 60 miles per hour. And we have seen some intensifying out of this thunderstorm here. So this is going to be extended all the way out to Sheldon and out along 54, almost to Eldo, right? Not picking up Eldo, but Eldo is going to get some thunderstorm activity as well. So, talking about Nevada, let's stay live and talk about Nevada for the next little bit because you do have all the things in this thunderstorm. We do have strong wind gusts. What am I seeing right now? Possibly 44 miles per hour or more, all up and down this column. So where is that the strongest right now? This is out here along Richards. And so there's East James Road right here, East Lady Road, out towards here's where Highway runs west and east. So you're definitely having some strong wind gusts in that area right now. And let's take a look at hail as well. Yeah, there's just kind of a double barrel hail threat into this as well. So I see significant hail, probably going to put it around the half-inch mark out to the north and east of Fort Scott, out here along Osage Road. And this is just off to the west of the area that I was just talking about. So let's watch and see what we think the hail's going to do here. Yeah, I can't tell in the scans. I actually think this one that's coming into Reinhardt might be picking up just a little bit more steam. So heads up to you at Reinhardt, East Halley Road, Blaine. In this area, you do have strong wind gusts and some probably half-inch hail in your neighborhood just in the next few minutes. So north of 54 highway, nothing happening right now, but just about to. So this is going to move straight out to, yeah, the west of Nevada here in about the next 5 to 7 minutes. A strong thunderstorm with some possibly half-inch hail, although I think the hail core is going to stay together more up here to the north of Nevada. So we will watch this area for the next few minutes. So across the area right now, we're talking about this strong thunderstorm over here that has just not let go. If anything, man, has it gotten stronger? A little bit. Just now impacting Humboldt, and so that is going to take us up toward Bassett and La Harpe. Almost definitely going to kick out another warned area over there. Pretty confident in that. If we come back over here to west central Missouri, we are we're all around Clinton right now. So Clinton has a thunderstorm off to the south, encompassing all of 13 highway right now, clear down to Brownington. But good news there, we can take a look at wind gusts. Yeah, so they have allowed that thunderstorm to scoot on out without warning it towards Clinton, headed off towards the Warsaw area. So just a large field of heavy downpours right now. Out along Sparrow, Gaines, Brownington area for you guys. But so far, this part of the warned area not been extended. If it does, it'll be on account of winds, maybe down this direction to the south and east of Montrose, off towards Copeland, where I do still see some strong winds. But we'll have to see if anything extends out for this area. Likely just a statement, but we'll see. So we have gone along. Is this new? This is brand new. For the next 10 minutes, this is now going to kick out, yeah, same area. So, yep, just 10 minutes left. Everything behind that has been allowed to expire. So this is going to pick up Delmar and what is left of this thunderstorm that is right now over Montrose Conservation Area. So not presently extending over toward the Clinton area. Just a little little bit of a touch up on that area there. So look how things have changed, have really dissipated off, say, between Harrisonville, Clinton, Appleton right now. Just one area still to talk about. So here's our area of interest right now down here to the south. So before that, I mean, you can do other things with your Sunday afternoon if you are northwest of, say, Piper on the Missouri side. If you're up 7 towards Harrisonville, Belton, up towards Kansas City, we won't be talking about you guys until later tonight, and I'll post an update for what comes through later this evening into tomorrow morning. Do plan on seeing some thunderstorm activity as early as 5, 6, 7, 8, all through those hours of your Monday morning. So looks like we're going to be talking about areas down here to the south for anything coming through now. That'll be hydrology. We can talk about that in just a second. But I am a little bit concerned for the punch of this thunderstorm. Look at all the wind between Metz, Richards, and now just picking up strongly out to the west of Nevada here along Ellis. So roads I'm seeing are Nebo Hill Road, Panama Road, headed off over here this direction toward Spring Street. So heads up in Nevada for strong wind gusts. And we'll go ahead and check hail as well. So less so, that's great. We're seeing red, not purple, so that's making me think 1/4 inch hail possibly or smaller. That's great. Still wouldn't be surprised to see about some 1/2 inch stuff, but you still just kind of have these two big areas which are right now north of 54. And then I still see hail possible around the Reinhardt area right now. So the bad news for Nevada is that both of these are headed your direction. Maybe through the uprights it might split you, but be advised in that area for sure. And that's going to really cover. This is going to wind up about Horton or south if I'm looking at the 49 corridor here. So this one is going to hit 49 all the way down through Nevada, probably down to about Milo, Sheldon, somewhere in that area. So that is the severe thunderstorm warning presently in effect for the next 37 minutes for up to 3/4 inch hail and some 60-mile-per-hour winds. I think all that is possible in this storm right now. So back up here to the Clinton area, we did have a warning for Montrose, and they've gone ahead and decided that we'll take a step down to a special weather statement, and that's going to talk about 50-mile-per-hour winds. Still is all that we're talking about in here. So some strong wind gusts still possible with this thunderstorm, and to say nothing of the torrential rainfall that has come with this as well. So that's getting ready. The first round of it is getting ready to finish up there with 13 Highway headed over here towards Tightwad. So just a big thunderstorm with heavy downpours and possibly some wind gusts. Not seeing anything too impressive right now. If there is any, it's down here in Brownington, Mount Zion, but not what that storm used to be. So good sign there. Let's go back over here north of Montrose. Again, wind pretty much gusting out of the strongest winds now between Appleton City and Copeland. So we'll go ahead and speed up the radar, and you can see in Montrose, we're just about done. 18 Highway and south looks to be the focal point right now, and then you're going to drop off and get a break from the rainfall, which this entire area has needed for the last few hours. So back down here to the south, working its way towards Nevada, finishing up over here, Stotesbury, Richards. So heads up on the other side of Nevada, east of Nevada. So we're talking about go ahead and east of Nevada. So I'm looking at Bristow, Oak Ridge, Walker, Handley area as well. It'll hit Nevada and the 49 corridor up and down through Nevada first before it heads off your way. Let's see what we have. Winds are not letting go. If anything, I'm seeing stronger wind gusts than I did just a few minutes ago. Mid 50s to 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and these are right now along KK Highway between KK and Quail Road down here in Vernon County. Yeah, strong wind gusts for sure. So know that I do see plenty of 50 mile per hour wind gusts working their way between Nevada and Stotesbury at this moment, along with possibly some quarter inch up to half inch hail, heavy on the quarter inch, I hope. So we'll go back over here where nothing warned right now. Over here, Humboldt, Iola, Moran, but heavy downpours giving us a flood warning for the next 4 hours in this area. So strong thunderstorms still over there as well. So nothing warned at the moment, but definitely strong thunderstorm taking its sweet time, and it is moving slow. Here's velocity one more time. Strongest winds up to 40, 50 miles per hour out here now, just west and a little bit south of Nevada. Strong wind gusts going all the way up to Hong. Is that a place you know? Dean Ford, Marmaton River Bottoms natural area. Definitely strong wind gusts. Look at these picking up. This is not good, y'all. These are up to 60 and north of 60, suggested by radar anyway. So that is going to be. Let's go ahead and zero in on this area. This is going to be south of Dean Ford. So I am seeing really splitting 54 highway right now between Quail Road right here, and then the strongest wind gusts are now cropping up at about 60 miles per hour north of 54 along South 1250 Road. So I want to definitely heads up. I mean, you guys can see it on the map. Heartland Behavioral and Nevada State Hospital. You guys are in the path of these possibly 60 mile per hour wind gusts, as this is just to the north and the west of Nevada right now. So that has actually intensified. We will stay with this for a little bit. This one just not letting go down here on the south. All right, be safe in Nevada for sure, everybody. I don't like the way this is going. We'll wait for the next scan. These are just strong wind gusts, nothing more than that. But they're definitely picking up, and they are just off to the northwest of Nevada. So I don't see this any other way than some potentially damaging winds headed your direction. Kind of waiting to see what the next scan shows, but So that is our only severe thunderstorm warned area at the moment, and this one is warned for winds, which are now approaching Nevada. Strong winds up to 50, 60 miles per hour. We can go back over here towards Clinton, and we can see that these are just robust thunderstorms, primarily heavy downpours. Can't rule out some possibly 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but it's been a minute since I've seen anything like that. Strong winds are down around Copeland right now, and I don't think they're giving us anything like 50 miles per hour, maybe some 30, 40s over there in that neighborhood. So this is the area that finishes things up for the afternoon. And I do still see strong wind gusts approaching Nevada northwest. So just know one more time, possibly up to 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts just about to come right to Nevada. So it wouldn't be surprising at all. In fact, I think it is more than likely that we can see storm motion headed off to the south and the east. You guys can see it too. So I think warnings are, if they are going to crop up, they are likely to talk about Stockton, Jericho Springs, Newport, and possibly even Lamar. This is 2:47 p.m. and this warning has another 28 minutes, so it will be a minute. But we are seeing all of the things from some small hail to some possibly damaging winds in this area right now. So I would say heads up for Eldo and points off to the south and the east. So Eldo off towards possibly Stockton. So good thing starting to break apart here. This is a good sign. Let's see what we have for velocity. So I'm not seeing those 60 mile per hour winds, but definitely going to say the 40 to 50 category. And this is just a massive wind area from 40 up and down 43 highway, all the way almost up to Blaine. So good grief. Wait for this to be done, and then you are done, Nevada. But yeah, look at that dropping down. Just had a strong gust there. Probably the beam caught it right as it was happening and haven't seen it since. So I'm hoping that's a good sign for you all in Nevada, where thunderstorms do kind of split you for the moment. Looks like up to the north along 49 is a strong area right now, and down to the south. But once that goes through, that does look to do it for the area right now. Again, wouldn't be surprised to see this warning kicked out and extended down towards the Stockton area. Not at all. Still seeing some 40 to 50 mile per hour winds in that area for sure. So I'm going to take a break and look at forecast trends for tonight, see what we have to deal with. I think that the atmosphere is cooked. I hope it's cooked, because this should have done a number on things, and we'll see what rolls through later tonight. I will keep you posted. Pop back on here if I need to. No worries there. So hope you all continue to have an awesome Sunday, what is left of it. I'll catch you later. See ya.